Hi, I'm Aliza Pearl, actor, writer, game maker, Vesper creator, and today, your doom. I'm just kidding. Your dungeon master. What you're about to watch is the very first ever tabletop foray into the land of Shantil, which is the world that I'm creating for the video game that I'm making with Vesper. Vesper is creating a new way of making games. Vesper empowers anyone with a story and a dream to write and create their own video games. All I have to do is write, and Vesper creates these fully immersive worlds with the visuals, characters, and locations that fit my story. Right now, Vesper is only available to a few of us online creators, namely Amy Vorpal, Ifi Wadiwe, just to name a few. But in the future, Vesper will be available for everyone to create their own games and to make money off of their video game writing. In my game, Chromagy, you play a student of a new color magic that is taking over the land of Shantil. The old magic has died and Chromagy shows a lot of promise. But with this new untested power come threats the likes of which this land and you as a new Chromage have never seen. You ready to learn more? Well, keep watching. And you can wishlist Vesper to play my game Chromagy when it's released. Check out the link in the description. Okay. Winter in the land of Shantil. This is a land on the brink of change. The old magic is no more, save for some vestiges in the festivals and customs that still endure. And of those customs, the midwinter moon celebration of Osupa has taken over your town of Caso. In this celebration, dark green pines, bright red berries, and silver icicles adorn the doorways, windows, and fireplaces. It's been 30 or so years since these types of festivals only happen 4 times a year. The rest of the year is dedicated to normal life, which has been taken over by Chromagy, a new type of magic whose power grows and grows year by year as more and more Chromages take the practice upon themselves. 30 so odd years ago, this new magic came upon this world and the old magic died. So the town is Kessel. The celebration is Osupa. Kessel Osupa. And Shantil is the land you're in. Okay. You all live in Kessel. You all know each other. I'll let you describe how you know each other. I'm gonna say you all like each other, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
That might change.
As any good party does, you all spend time during the holidays together. Found family, perhaps. And where do you all, well, let's see. I'm gonna roll to see who's gonna tell us where we are in Kessel. Danielle.
What's up?
Tell us your character's name and what, actually just your character's name for now. Maybe you could describe her and tell us where we find you on this festival night.
My character's name is Tila Sham, and Tila is about, I would say about average height, so about 5'6"-ish. She is mostly, she's a little quiet, and she dresses not flamboyantly, like she doesn't necessarily dress to be seen. She's got long hair. And now we are going to a tavern. The tavern that we go to is called the, what is a good tavern name?
Aliza's about to edit her document.
Ready?
Yeah, so it is called the Rusty Navel. We are going to the Rusty Navel.
I love the Rusty Navel.
Rusty Navel. The whole thing is orange because of navel oranges. And it is, and this is where we hang out. If there is trouble to be found in the town, it will happen at this bar. But it is also, there are people who go there just to chill. You won't necessarily see families because it is a tavern. Calm down. No babies at the bar. But You will see people who are just there to hang out, as well as if you are looking to get into trouble, you can find it at the Rusty Navel.
Did you say what color you are?
I am yellow. My color of my chromagy is yellow.
Okay. I guess let's go around and do the intros now then. Vince, would you like to go next?
Yeah. Hi. I'm playing Dr. Malin Praxis. And
They got it. They got it immediately. Took me a long
You
time.
couldn't have imagined that was the response ever.
you always hope, though.
You always hope.
You hope. Yes, I am an orange chromage. I use orange chromagy, which is, the purposes of healing, togetherness, calm, mending, things like that, which is often what I do with it. You see a fellow inside the Rusty Navel, feeling very much at home as an orange chromage here, and tinkering by the fire with what appears to be a tiny little homunculus. And it certainly does have hair, it has skin, it's an actual little flesh figurine as he's practicing his orange chromagy on and reassembling it into different little shapes, much like you would a balloon animal. Wearing a doctor's coat, an orange shirt beneath it, has a stethoscope around his neck, and a pair of glasses that are those like magnifying glasses, like jewelers use, that he never takes off. And yeah, that's Dr. Praxis. Malpraxis.
Wonderful. Ashleigh.
Well, it's going to be tough to follow Dr. Malpraxis, but I am Soren Lee. I'm a blue chromage, so we are like water and movement and fluidity and flexibility. So Saren, I imagine her like an avatar way by the water. We are tall, we are Amazonian, we're kind of scantily dressed. So Saren is at the bar because she gravitates towards water, towards movement, and she is just having a pint while she waits and hangs out with her friends to see what kind of adventure we are going to go on. She's going to be nice and tipsy.
All right. And Johnny.
My name is Johnny Stanton, and I'm playing Sir Selvage Midnight. He is the Indigo Chromage, which is much less of the caster kind of like sorceress spellbook type of mage, and much more of like the Eldritch Knight, if you're of the 5e variety. Kind of more of the behind armor and shield and still casting spells. Indigo magic is all about being sharp and to the point where Sir Sel, as his friends call him, is very strict on time. I think at this point he's at the bar, he's not drinking, very strict diet, but he is much further on in his years than his compatriots. He is in his maybe 60s or 70s, bushy goatee that he keeps trim as possible. Doesn't fill out his impeccably polished armor as well as he used to. But yes, Sir Selvage Midnight is waiting at the the Rusty Navel, waiting for his crew to show up.
And speaking of said crew, you all start to meander into the tavern, the Rusty Navel, and over here, Sir Sel, having a conversation with the barkeep.
Yes.
So, you remember that time, right?
Of course, I'm on in years. I haven't lost my mind yet.
Okay, well, you're older than me, so sometimes I forget what you.
If you remember, then I remember, young lad.
Okay, don't get defensive. Hell.
I just go on. What am I trying to remember?
I knew you before you were a champion, so don't give me that attitude.
What am I trying to remember?
Okay, well, do you remember that little creek that's down by what's it? On the way to Liege.
I remember a few creeks.
All right.
As I said, I definitely remember everything I said. What? Tell me a little bit more about this creek that I might remember it better.
I've been hearing that there's some type of well that's mixing magics, like the old and the new magic.
That sounds a bit more chaotic than my liking.
I agree.
Well, though, it sounds like maybe something that Saren might be able to take a handle on. This is a old groundwater well. Maybe we can have Saren take a look at it.
That would be good. I mean, if it's close to the town, we should know all that's going on, shouldn't we?
I thought the old magic ways have gone long past, long the days of my youth.
And that's why it's very strange.
It is quite strange. I will be sure to tell the others.
Oh, Dan?
Oh, you're here. Sorry, my peripheral isn't as good as it used to be.
We've been here the whole time.
Oh, right. So you heard about this well and magic mixing. Don't like
Yeah,
it.
something about a weird old well. I don't know. I wasn't paying too much attention. I was so engaged with trying to figure out what it was you was trying to remember.
So was I.
But it sounds like we've got some trouble at the old well. There's a lot of the old magics is kind of mixing and nobody
Yeah,
knows
did you-
what's going on.
A drink.
I'll let you handle that.
Okay.
What? The bartender's name. What is the bartender's name?
The bartender's name is Kisi.
Kesey.
Easy.
Kesey, did a little dog tell you that the problems were happening at the well?
Well,
like
you
a little bark.
Well, you know I'm the honorary mayor and firefighter of this
course.
town.
Yes, and baker and
And the baker
Yes.
and the mushroom forager.
Right.
So I know everything.
Of course. And you don't. And yes. So
You
it's,
know this. You come to me every day asking me
I
everything.
do, and every day I wonder why you don't have drinks that aren't alcoholic, but it's fine.
Well, you can go to the non-alcoholic tavern down on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the one called the Clean Navel.
That's right. That's right.
Oh yes, the clean navel.
I like to people watch here. It's much more interesting. Saren, did you hear what Kesey was talking about the well?
I did. Something about old magic and new magic
Right.
mixing together.
Is that something that you can, since it's kind of watery? Is that your thing? Is that something you can
Since
do?
the watery.
The water in the well seems to be something you might have a handle on.
Yes, if we go to the well, I'm sure I could assess if there's something bad happening.
I'm sure you want to finish your drinks first.
I do.
You do want to finish your okay.
So Saren pounds 2 beers back to back.
As Praxis is holding like a novelty to-go cup. Like,
Oh, all right.
You can't take alcohol outside.
You can take it to go. That's the whole point.
There's no point in getting a beer in a big old boot if you can't take the big old boot with you.
That's right.
It is. Yeah. It's a ceremonial cup.
You'll get in trouble for drinking outside.
You're telling somebody about getting in trouble, really? You?
For drinking outside, not
That's
for
my
drinking
job.
inside. So we're together. We
Yes.
need to go in blue.
Right.
Yes, but we should. I don't ever really get drunk, but we should go look at this well.
Right, yes. But before we go,
and Malin wants to reach up with the homunculus and whisper to see if I can get the homunculus to get us a drink to go. And just let the little guy go. And just like,
Oh, I don't like him.
he takes off down the bar
I do not like him at all.
to grab a to-go drink.
What's the? What, I forget. I'm so sorry. I know you've had the homunculus for a while. What's the homunculus's name again?
oh, that's a great question.
Yeah, well, I definitely remember. That's something that I remember
He
as
goes
well.
through them so quickly.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's the thing: is you don't want to get too attached because they don't last very long. And so it's similar to, that Sandra Bullock film where she has to wear the blindfold. She just calls her kids boy and girl. Yeah. It's hom, it's culus, it's lus, it's gus. It's all, whatever I can come up with in the moment that's roughly like homophonic with homunculus.
I'm gonna call him Monkey.
There we go.
Oh, I can make one.
He has done
There we
it, so something new can be reborn.
Actually, was that something you're doing with your hands or your magic?
This is all magic so far.
Oh, well, maybe we should have the first roll.
Hey.
All right, so what were you just doing?
Well, first sending Monkey over to grab a drink, but as he's come back now, I want to try to use my orange chromagy of,
To disfigure him?
togetherness. It's more of a sort of malicious togethering.
Okay.
To create, to make him into the shape of a little monkey man.
Okay, so you're reforming him, basically.
Yeah.
It
Looks like I'm putting a lot of effort into it. It's mostly magic.
Okay, great. Okay, so first roll game. So now you're gonna roll towards your chromagy side of things. The difficulty will be, I think it's not that difficult, so we'll make it 5.
Okay, 5. And I want to roll underneath 5.
Yes, and
It's a
you're
magical
using
thing.
3d6, right?
Because I'm using my magic correctly. Okay, I have 2 under and 1 on 5.
Okay, even better. Ooh, critical.
What happens to me?
Well, you definitely succeed in that. And I'm going to say you, for some reason, you just feel really honed in. Oh, you're in the rusty navel, that's why. Clearly, you're orange.
everywhere.
Orange is everywhere, and you're soaking it in. And you use it as kind of like you are the focal point and just blast orange into this homunculus, and you make a beautifully formed monkey that has a bellhop hat and a little suit and has a cane, and it stands there and looks at you.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever done.
I didn't know you were quite so good at tailoring as well.
Oh my god, I'm getting too attached. Oh, you're not going to survive the one shot, are you?
Oh no!
He bows at you.
Oh, he's so polite.
Did you want him to go get drinks?
I want him to get at least 8, whatever the homunculus could carry.
Okay, yeah, he scurries off.
We have to wait for him.
Do you know how long that's going to be?
Can we wait outside?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure he speaks common. So it's whatever he thinks I want, and I guess we'll find out what that is.
Nice.
Maybe based on a
More
roll.
big boots. More big boots.
Novelty boot, yes.
What are you making this? You said flesh? Are you making this out of flesh?
Flesh and apparently satin.
Right.
I don't know where the
Whose
fabrics
flesh?
came from. Oh, it's just bits you find around.
Right.
Yeah, you know, it's just when you find a bit of flesh,
The
you go and
leftovers.
make it into a
Right.
cute little monkey man.
Yeah, look, it's like building an IKEA cabinet. There's always a bit left over that you don't actually need.
Okay.
What, do you?
Yeah, they're all there on purpose.
Oh, I've done
Yeah.
some very bad surgeries then.
Oh God.
Oh no.
We're just taking a bit for the road? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
it's
doing?
the devil's share.
Sure.
If I am Satan.
Are you?
Where is that?
We've gotten really close.
The homunculus walks back more slowly because
Hi,
it's
sweetie.
carrying a very large tray. It
Oh.
doesn't gravitationally make sense, but it's holding this giant tray much bigger than it is, and it offers you all your drinks.
Oh, wonderful.
To go, in to go. Boots.
Look how small this boot is.
No, it's big. It's not.
Whoa, look how weird my fingers are.
Your fingers are growing.
God.
Chromagy is very strange sometimes. Get-
Oh,
go
it's a
take it.
to-go boot. I think it was made by a guy named Stanley. It's keeping everything so cold.
A Stanley boot. Did the barkeep say that it was urgent that we get there, so we should probably get our things and go?
Was it urgent? It's kind of just rumors. But yeah, absolutely.
You seemed really
I'm absolutely
intense
into
about
it. I'm not
so-
here to drink. I'm here to find out what's going on amongst the town.
Remember where the well is, of course.
Of course, I remember where the well is.
Yes.
Let me
Something you should
just.
lead us.
I think. How can I use Chromagy to fix this?
Can I use Chromagy to think?
Yeah, I'm like, how can I use? I think the I think what Sir Selvage does is because indigo magic is so much about like sharpness and wit and like being to the point. I think that's how he tries to keep his mind sharp. I think he uses his magic to like hold off the dementia a little bit. and he kind of uses his magic to try to think through like, okay, when was the last time I was at this well? It has to be a few decades at least. So I'd like to use some Chromagy to remember where the well is.
Great. Okay, so since you're using your Chromagy for its purpose, sharpness.
Yes.
You could use 3d6.
3d6.
And then you're gonna roll. I'm gonna say this is medium hard.
Okay.
4 is your difficulty.
And I'm trying to get lower or higher than 4?
Lower.
Lower.
Wait.
Yeah, lower. Yeah.
Lower. Thank you.
Lower than 4.
Lower than 4.
1, 6, 2.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So that's 2 successes.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Yeah, you are able to remember more clearly.
Right. Yes. I was a wee lad, 20 years old. I think I remember where. There's quite a story about this well. I'll tell you on the way. And I start walking towards where the well is.
Okay.
He was thinking for like 15 minutes. He just went quiet. That was terrifying.
Yeah, it kind of looked like all the light disappeared from behind his eyes.
He's
I kind of liked it.
doing everything he can to keep that sun right on the horizon.
He's still doing
Off we
it.
go.
Were you lads talking? I didn't. I was gone there for a moment. Right, to the well.
So we make our way to the well.
Okay. you pass through town and everything seems cozy and quiet. The snow actually has started to fall again. It's a really cozy night, and you all, yes, enjoy the night. Chilly.
Saren, do you ever, don't take this the wrong way, it's cold out. Do you ever put on more clothes than what you're wearing right now? Just checking. It doesn't bother you?
Not at all.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Cold never bothered me anyway.
Right. Okay, I'm just checking. I just want to make sure that you don't need, I don't know. I don't know if he can make you a flesh jacket or something like
I
that.
don't want a flesh jacket.
I would love
That is disgusting.
I hated the way Sandra sounded coming out of my mouth.
I'd rather freeze than wear a flesh
Right.
jacket.
I need only the meat.
This is a great opportunity to explore what you can do with other chromagies that you don't specialize in. Because there is red chromagy that is fire, heat, passion, and this would be a great time to use it if you need to get warm. Would
Right.
anyone like to try that?
Sure. I mean, my armor doesn't quite keep in the heat very well.
So you're cool.
I'm a bit cold. I was kind of projecting a bit. Yeah. Why don't I try to heat up my armor just a little bit, and hopefully it doesn't
Really hot.
doesn't get scalding.
I move a little away from him.
This shouldn't be too
Not sure
bad.
how good his red Chromagy is.
Right.
Okay, so you're gonna do. So you're not using your chromagy, and also, well, yeah, that's it. You're not using your chromagy, so you're gonna use 2 dice.
Okay.
Just for regular chromagy use, and then it's going to be. I'm gonna say 3 or lower. It's a little bit more
Okay.
difficult.
Let's try not to burn my skin off.
Science.
No, that's a 4 and a 5. That's 2 failures.
Ooh.
Okay.
Shouldn't be too
It's
hard,
been
right?
real.
It's been so nice knowing
Doctor, I might need your help in a moment.
Branding.
Just fire.
So you, how do you cast your magic actually?
I think anytime I cast my magic, I need my sword in the ground.
Okay.
To like ground myself, and I'm able to like kind of pull it from the ground. And I think this is like a red energy that comes up through the sword and transitions into my hand, where I try to like direct it. And once the magic is in my glove, or like my gauntlet, I place it to my breastplate.
And this magic, this time, it's not your usual indigo, which, by the way, has a chilly nature to it, which
Right.
maybe is why you're always cold.
Sure.
But this time it's red chromagy. So that red travels up the sword into your glove, and you place your hand on your armor, and it's too hot. It's too hot.
too hot.
It's too hot. Oh, God.
Yeah, Doctor, I think there's something wrong. Maybe Saren, you can cool me off a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
If somebody can help me, please.
I'll help you. So with my, I can use the elements. That's how I manipulate magic. So there has to be some kind of liquid or something near me, which is why I always bring alcohol. Even though it doesn't freeze.
That might burn.
Doesn't
Great for
freeze.
dousing fires.
Famously.
Great for drinking. But
There is snow everywhere.
There's snow everywhere. So
There's snow
I can
everywhere.
utilize the snow to kind of cool off his. What happens?
I think my breastplate's just like glowing,
fall off?
glowing
Yeah,
hot
it's
right
glowing hot. Like, literally, it's going to fry him.
Yeah. Okay. So I will use I will grab some snow and make something and kind of put it over his.
Cool. Do a quick, I just wanted you to do a watchfulness check real quick.
Okay.
Just roll 1d6.
3.
Okay, so as you're scooping up snow to cast this magic, you actually see that there are some flowers, like a flower bed that was covered by snow. And there are these blue, really beautiful, bright blue flowers that are still like persisting under the snow. And you realize, oh snap, that's even better fuel for my spell. When you use natural elements that have your pigment, you can use those as fuel for your spell. Even better than the snow.
Well, then I will definitely use those blue flowers.
All right, so
So
let's make that 4 dice.
Nice.
perfect.
And it's gonna be just, let's say 4 or lower is your target.
Well, 1 fell. 3.
Too hot.
I have a 3, a 6, a 5, and a 2. So 2 over, 2 under.
Great,
So
2
even?
success, yeah. Yeah, when you roll over, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
but
as long as I know, because so yay! I use my blue flower snow to put it onto.
Much better.
And it cools him off, and he's
Much better.
not steaming anymore.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Might not be the last time we have to do that.
No worries.
It was a very brave attempt, though.
I appreciate that.
Are you still hot? I mean, cold. I mean,
I'll find a medium here sometime. Yes.
okay.
Well, you all finally make it down to the river that's on the way to the town of Liege, the next town over. And you all stand by the riverbank and kind of check things out. Go ahead, everyone, do a watchfulness check.
All right. That was a 6.
1.
1. We are
3.
We want high or low on this one.
I know, I'm like, you rolled right in the middle.
I rolled a 3. Do I roll with an extra dice since that is part of my...
Oh, yes.
That's
Yeah.
yellow.
Oh, you have advantage.
Yellow.
All right, so I rolled a 3 and a 1.
You can actually roll a third one. Because it's
Boom.
you're using Chromagy.
All right, I rolled a 3 and 2 ones.
Nice. A lot of
Nice.
one
Might be
here.
good. Might be good.
So, yes, it is good. Tila, you notice that there's a bit of a shimmer in the water. It's strange because everything else around here is covered in snow and white softness. But the river itself, there are some icy parts that are jutting out, but it's still flowing in the middle. And you see that the water flow has a sparkly, or not sparkly, a spectral shimmering of rainbow colors.
Hey, everybody, I don't know if you can notice this, but if you looked at the river, look, it's either this mixture of old and new magic or somebody had an oil spill right in the middle of it.
I was going to say that's a pretty rough natural situation of an oil spill. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Is this, we all can see the colors?
Yes, once Tila,
God, he's
once
eating
Tila
it.
points it out.
Okay, we all can see. Carry on. As you were.
Oh, no, I dipped a finger into it and licked
Okay.
see if I could get a little taste of it.
Can I roll a paranoia check to see if anything?
I love that's on your list, by the way. I love that.
Yeah,
Right as he's about to taste it.
yeah. I rolled 3 with that one too,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
paranoia.
I had a 5, and a 2.
I'm gonna say that's pretty easy for you to get paranoid because of your power.
That's my secret. I'm
So
always
that was at
paranoid.
least one success I heard. So yeah, it goes off.
Okay. Hey, maybe don't do that.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling like maybe if you take your finger and you put it in the weird liquid that we don't know from whence it came from, maybe it might do something bad to your insides.
I've always wanted to drink a ghost.
What made you think it was a ghost?
It's all shimmery.
Spectral, I believe it was.
But you think that's a ghost?
Well, why not? What else is in rivers?
You think it's a ghost, and that's why you want to drink it, because you want to drink the spirit of the dead?
I've always wanted to. I have a bucket list. Drinking a ghost is number 3.
We are an odd bunch.
I really want to explore this to its full extent. Have you ever been interested in breathing in a ghost? Because they're like more air.
Surely not. No,
That's why you draw the line.
I'm all practiced in the medical sciences, but you don't breathe ghosts.
Sure, of course.
Now,
just
as,
used to-
you're-
yes.
as this conversation is
It
going
gives you
on,
ecto-lung. Idiot.
Wouldn't want that.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
Mal, as this conversation is going on, you notice that first of all, your finger has a really gentle, warm tingle.
Uh-oh.
And you also notice some color mixtures that you've never seen before. You see deeper oranges. You see more golden type of yellows than usual. The greens look some look lighter and some look darker. So this rainbow of color, when it comes in touch with you, it seems to change.
Oh. Funky.
Is this the creek that the bartender was talking about? Okay.
Oh,
Okay, you did it anyway.
I mean, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Spicy?
Ooh, it goes down weird. Yeah. No.
it's gonna probably come out.
Where's
really
my boot?
quickly. Am I able to, while he's eating this substance, am I able to go over to the water and just kind of see what, if there is a mixture of the magic or kind of what's going on with the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, you can do a watchfulness check. Or if are you using your Chromagy?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you using your Chromagy then?
I guess, I want to, can I just detect magic in the water?
Yeah, how about this? Like your chromagy, blue chromagy, is about liquidity and
Yes,
water. So you just
liquidity.
have like a sense of what
I have
it
an
should and
affinity to
shouldn't
it.
look like.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You're like, this looks like good water. This looks like bad water.
Right.
You could do that.
Okay, and is the water blue?
It's the no,
blue
it's
in it?
clear.
Is there a hint of blue anywhere in the water?
It's regular water with those like shimmering swirls
Okay.
that are moving down it. And the shimmering swirls do look like the different colors of chromagy. So
Okay.
yes, there is some blue in there.
So do I get any kind of
Just your 3 dice.
power up? Yeah, just checking. All right, I've got a 3, a 2, and a 6.
Okay. And
I don't know if it was higher or lower.
a 3, a 2, and a 6. Okay, you got 2 successes there. It was a 4.
Perfect.
So, yeah, you look at, are you touching it at all or just
Yes,
looking?
my hands are. Actually in the water now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind
Oh.
of dove into the water.
She does not get
Okay.
cold.
I don't get cold now.
Do you taste it at all? That's just, okay, that's just, okay.
I got you, don't worry.
Yeah, I'll let him taste the water.
We'll get back to that in a second.
No, but I am kind of putting it onto my skin. Just want to
Okay.
see how it feels and if I'm absorbing it or the texture.
Yeah.
You're not paranoid about that at all.
Well, she seems to know what she's doing with the water. If she wants to go into the tie-dye, I'm not going to stop her.
It's true, I don't know what I'm doing. That was wise of you.
So, as you basically wash your arms with this water, this rainbow spectral water, you notice it. The colors are melding with your blue chromagy. And some of the colors are showing up in ways you've never seen. So, you know indigo, you're familiar with that.
Sup?
But there's a deeper color, violet, that you have heard of, but no one here has practiced much violet magic because, as you all know, it's very dangerous. And it's one of the newer, rarer chromagies that has just been developed and found in the world. But you see specks of violet, and then you also see things like magentas, fuchsias, colors you've never really seen in chromagy before. And this is chromagical power flowing through this water.
So I'm just kind of playing with the water.
Yeah,
I
and you
say
let it
this
dribble
to
down.
the team, to a group.
Okay, and
It
then
looks
you.
perfectly safe.
We need to get back to you tasting the water.
Oh, maybe he's not perfectly safe.
It looks perfectly safe.
Just barf Skittles. Like,
So when you taste the water, it takes a moment. So you start to taste things.
Notes are underwhelming.
Yeah, you have notes of metal.
Oh.
And also, like you licked a ring or a statue.
Tastes like pennies.
Your mouth is bleeding.
Oh, my teeth!
Your teeth are falling out.
And then that taste of metal shifts, and now you're also getting some overtones of amber, like tree sap that's been fossilized, like the kind of an old, sweet,
know that had a flavor.
stale taste. I don't know what it tastes like.
I do.
Now you do.
Okay. I survived.
Is he having any kind of reaction with his magic?
Just what he's sharing with you all. What are you saying out loud that they know?
Tastes like pennies.
Tastes like pennies.
Worried my teeth are falling out. They're not.
Okay.
You all know amber, right?
yeah, the beautiful, wonderful taste of amber. We're all familiar with that.
Amber Ale, to be exact. Yes.
That's what I'm getting, is notes of amber.
Oh, I love the taste of amber.
Which can only be described as amber. It
Amber.
has no analog.
Yes. Yes.
It's like salty.
Otherwise, I'm okay, though. So, well done.
So we're okay to eat it and we're okay to put it on our.
Why do we want to eat it, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
There's no reason why. You just can.
It's the first step
Right.
of the scientific method.
Taste.
Taste.
Eat it.
Before hypothesis?
Yes, eat it. If not die, do
Ask the
science.
question.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think we should probably follow this creek to where it's originating from.
Oh.
We're doing a lot of tests without knowing anything more about, this could be, there could be allergens involved for me specifically.
I want to try something.
Okay.
Since it's got all of the colors of chromagy in it, including yellow, I want to see if I am able to use what is only described on here as zoom. Zoom.
Yeah, a lot of O's, by the way.
Which I am assuming means some sort of quickness.
Yes, I'm a
The Speed
professional
Force.
writer.
I would like to see
Zoom.
if I can use my zoom to run across the surface of this water.
Ooh, okay. I love this. I love this.
And so how many dice?
You know what? I'm gonna one up you because you can go feasibly. You could go fast enough to do that, but I'm gonna say that's as you see, 2 or lower, pretty much impossible. But it is possible. But I'm gonna make it possible so you can roll a 2 or lower, or actually a 3 or lower, if you get someone here to help you with their power.
Ooh, who could help?
I mean, you're in the water.
Oh yeah. I with my movement and fluidity, I want to aid. Can I just like stretch out into the water and try to make it more easily?
Oh my god, she's dissolving.
Kind of like Alex Mack and just like melt into the water and then help her run across.
That's dope. I love it.
I was wondering if possible, if I could try to
we
help
all
out as
doing
well.
something?
Yeah, let's all team
yes.
up, suit up here.
Okay, what are you doing?
Okay, we ball. Here
I
we
was
go.
thinking like I'm trying to think of different ways that indigo magic can because it's points, sharpness, cutting, wittiness, and like in nature, there's only so many things that come to like a sharp point like that isn't just straight up dangerous. I would love for to try to allow like the surface tension that touches Tila's feet like to be like almost like there's like direct contact, but like in a minuscule amount of like kind of just like slapping the water just like really fast.
Like skipping a stone.
Kind of like skipping a stone, if that makes
Damn,
sense.
someone went to college.
No, I failed every physics class. Yeah, so I want to try to like use like the sharp point of like the contact happening between Tila's feet in the water to like make that more solid.
I'm gonna say yeah, and to me this is happening on like a molecular level almost to make like the way that ice
He's a
crystals
scientist now.
form. You're kind of like forming ice crystals maybe.
Yeah.
To form a surface.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll?
Yes, you all do.
And Mal, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Right, so now that I am, my thirst has been sated.
Gross.
I'm going to use my powers of orange chromagy, which includes calming. And I'm going to lightly touch the surface of the water and introduce calm into it, so the surface cannot be readily disturbed. Meaning it's much more difficult for her to be taken beneath the waves.
Nice.
Should it be churned up a bit.
I love it. Now, so 1, 2, 3. So 2, 3, 4. You've made it 3 steps easier. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you've made it 3 steps easier for Tila.
12d6.
So y'all are gonna blast us out of the water, literally. 5 or lower.
Oh, nice.
Just Tila or all of us?
You all will roll to assist her, and the
how many
success
do
will
we
be
roll?
scaled by how many successes you get.
Okay.
So you're gonna roll 3.
Okay.
'cause you're
Everybody's
using-
rolling 3?
Yeah, everyone's rolling 3.
Oh, I got 1 6, but the others are 2s.
I have 2 1s and 1 5.
I also rolled a 5 and then 2 more beneath.
And then I got a 1, a 3, and a 6.
Okay. That's
We
a
have
lot of
8
success.
A
eight
lot of
successes.
ones.
It went well.
It went really well. You zoom. Where are you going? What are you doing?
I am trying to. First, I wanted to test and see if we could actually be able to affect this with the chromagy and without putting anything in my mouth or on my body. Test our theory about like it being coming from what's happening, and then I'm gonna go to the source.
Upriver?
Yeah. I'm gonna go upriver.
Okay.
Bye.
Right. Bye, Tila!
We catch up in 2 to 4 business days.
So when you're zooming, even though she's moving super fast, you can see her footsteps on these kind of water stones that you've created, Sel.
I'm just kind of like looking to make sure there isn't going to be anything. I'll zoom and then zoom back, so I'm not
Okay,
hitting everybody.
you're doing a little scout.
Yeah, I'm doing a
So
scout.
as you all see her zoom and then zoom back, you see the footstones are amber and a lighter green color, maybe yellow and green mixed together, where she touches the water.
And can I actually cast my watchfulness so that I am scouting as I'm doing it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So is a 1, a 4, and a 3.
Okay. So up ahead, you see the river is coming down down a hill. You can see at the top of the hill, the water is just like, there's a water spout towards the top, kind of like water falling down, and then this river has carved its way into the earth and downstream. it doesn't look actually like there's much of anything there at all.
Okay. So I relay that to everybody. But when I do it, I sound like this.
I can't help but notice it's all of these blending of colors in the water, mixing of colors. Surely we're going to follow the stream up to its source, perhaps, but maybe it's to do something with us combining our powers in interesting ways, to make new colors of chromagy. Just a theory.
Willing to test it?
I think you're onto something.
How do we? Okay, I'm orange. You're indigo. You're blue. Okay,
We're complimentary. We're not.
Yes. Okay.
Is it complimentary? Is that
Let
right?
me look at my color wheel.
Absorbing colors. We all learned this in the university.
We know that.
We've all been to college.
We all know colors. We're not looking at our sheets.
Yes. Above game, everyone has a color
We
wheel.
had a color wheel provided by Aliza. Thank you.
Thank you, Aliza.
So perhaps as we're walking, we're making progress toward there.
Okay. Are you walking upriver or downriver?
We're all walking toward its source, right? Upriver.
Right.
Up, yeah.
I am curious, could I, through my own testing of the water, since these three got to do it, could I just see, I felt left out.
We're back at
play
We're
this
back.
game.
Can I do something too here, please?
For what?
Anyway, could I see, since I am the only one I think who has been alive during the days of the old magic, could I test to see if there is any remnants or like evidence of old magic within this water? Because we're seeing evidence of new magic, of chromagy, and even newer colors, could I see if there's any evidence of the old magic that's in?
Yeah.
I don't know how I would use that with indigo.
Yeah, I'm going to say, okay, doing some quick age math, you would have been pretty young when the old magic was just kind of
Yeah, like in my
starting
teens.
to die
maybe.
out. Yeah, so with that knowledge, I would give you...
I think that's just my, trying to keep my mind sharp kind of magic.
Yeah. Roll your chromagy dice, so 3, and your target is going to be 3 or lower.
Okay. 2, 3, 6.
Okay. So with that success, or 2 successes,
Yeah.
actually you also got a critical because
Yeah.
you rolled 3. All right. So with those 2 successes and 1 critical, you start to sense like a silvery frostiness to this water that's more than just the winter air and coldness. It feels like the old magic. It feels like those old ways. And the old magic, as you remember, were tied to the seasons. So
Right.
winter, spring, summer, fall, cold, warm, hot, cool. That's
Right.
basically what the old magic was based on.
Okay. No wonder I was feeling cold earlier. I am sensing a bit of, far before my time, of course, but the ways of the old magic are evident in these waters, so I would keep on the lookout.
The old magic is long dead.
It is
gone
long
from
dead.
these lands for
Or
many days.
so we thought.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm going to give you one more. This is
Cut to
your
commercial.
this is your critical success.
Sweet.
You realize that old magic sense is not flowing from that source on the hill. It's actually, it's been affecting the water as it flows downward. And it's been going against the tide and changing the colors as they go downstream.
Interesting. So we think that the old magic affecting these waters is happening at a place that is further downstream than the color magic that's coming from the well, we think?
Seems
Okay.
so.
They're kind of flowing like against each other, sort of.
Yeah, and this is something you couldn't perceive before because you don't see it with your eyes. But once you adjust your magic to help you see this, yes, you all can, maybe if you point it out, you all sense that there's this like spidery silver magic that is flowing against the tide and just kind of passes you and continues to travel upstream.
So what direction do we go?
Well, if there's old magic coming from downstream, that's unusual.
Right.
Worth investigating.
Is it coming from the town? Like the town, direction
away,
of the town?
away from the town.
Away from the town.
Do we think that someone's causing this, or what do you think could be causing?
Possibly the ghosts.
It could be the ghost.
You, what do you think?
It could be the ghost. It could be, the earth below us holding on to some remnants of the old magic and just releasing it from some source. But
I kind of wonder if, since everybody's celebrating one of our holidays from having to do with the seasons, if maybe since there's such a big celebration and everyone's celebrating, that is what's awakening the old magics.
But where is this amber stuff coming from? Where's the violet magics as well? Where is that
Maybe if
originating?
you have a taste, you can.
I don't think I need. I think we already did that.
Where it's coming from? Yeah, I think so.
I don't need to put things in my mouth.
I'm already bottling it. I'm going to sell so much of
Those
this
days
shit.
are so.
Am I able, since we talked about fluidity, am I able to feel where some of this is coming from, or originating from?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your Chromagy.
Okay, that's 3, correct?
3. Mm-hmm. And there's going to be, let's say 4 or lower.
Ooh, I did a nat 4.
Okay.
And I did a 3 and a 6.
Okay, great. So yes, you also notice that it's going downstream. I'm going to say you actually follow it a bit. You're still in the water, right?
Correct.
You follow it downstream a little bit, and you notice that they're further downstream, about a quarter of a mile, there's a concentration of it that seems to be coming through the earth. It's permeating from the earth into the stream and going in both directions. Now you can see it's just kind of.
But it's coming from like one spot.
Yeah.
On the earth. Okay. I relay this to. I go back up. I go back to everyone and I let them know that I found like a concentrated area of where it's coming from.
That sounds pretty good.
Well, sure. I'm just wondering how it's going to affect our magic and this natural source of Chromagy, if it is natural.
It does seem like you're a little bit. You already have an affinity towards this kind of magic.
I have
Because it's so cold out.
I guess so. Do I have kind of an understanding, like, since the indigo magic is the magic of sharpness, and I guess you said like chilliness and cold, like if I do have an affinity toward like this winter magic.
Yeah, in fact, I will give you, since you you all have been rolling so well, here's a little bit more information
Sure.
that you start to remember as you all are following this trail of old magic. You remember that the old magic died out because people stopped finding it useful. They found other ways to live their lives, and it just stopped having its power because of that. And when it came back, it was strange because, or when the new magic came, you remember people being like, oh, it's so new, but you thought it still has those elements, like the cold spring. It's just now fractured into these colors.
You know, when things get old, they don't get useless. They don't just cast to the wind. You youngins just love to pick up whatever's new and nice, and sometimes the old magics are useful as well. Sometimes traditional values need to be. Okay, I could go on.
All right,
Okay.
Granddaddy, come on.
so that's enough of that. He's
Let's
like,
get you back to the home,
Granddad. Granddad, let's get you back to So old magic wasn't a bad thing. It just kind of
Just like
went away.
Chromagy, it is a neutral thing that can be used for good or bad things, or neutral things.
Okay.
Where there's some sort of funky source of something down the river, we might as well check that out. Start with that.
I'm
Let's check
in
it
for
out.
that.
It's only a quarter mile away.
Yeah, I would love to go down the river and we can see what's going on, and then maybe
We can eat some of it.
I'm glad you're on
we
board
start and
finally.
get a sandwich first.
I think I'm okay. We should go. We should.
Okay, you can eat it if we go down there. Okay.
Okay, so you all head down the river. I'm not even gonna have you roll watchfulness. It's gonna become pretty apparent as you get to where that source you found was.
Okay.
You hear underneath the ground this thumping,
The water in my glass is rippling, like Jurassic Park.
heavy
Amber.
Yeah, and it feels like it's coming
Sound of amber.
from the earth. Not quite rhythmic, but steady.
Okay.
But like from beneath us.
Yeah, deep beneath you, just this like, you feel those vibrations.
Could I try to, just because it is so like reactive, could I try to do some blue magic, stepping on Saren's toes a little bit, just to because it's the movement and feeling like kind of reverberations, kind of like the fluidity of that. Could I try to just like sense it underneath my feet with like stick my sword in the ground and try to feel the like what might be coming for us?
For sure.
Can I assist him in this? Because indigo has blue in it, right?
Yes.
Indigo is just a color that couldn't decide if it's blue or violet.
Right. Okay, so I'll help you do whatever you're doing.
Okay,
So you, Johnny, would roll 2, and you would use your chromagy, so 3.
To help him. Okay.
And the difficulty is 3 or lower.
I got 1 success.
All right.
So did I.
Okay. So, tell me how you do this together. Do you? Yeah.
I'm just following his lead.
Right. I think I stick my sword in the ground and I try to use it as like a honing rod for like what direction it's coming from. And I don't know, I'll let you assist in whatever way you think is right.
Yeah, so since I can sense movement, I'm kind of just trying to understand where the reverberation is coming from. So I'm putting my hands around the sword to also get a sense of.
Cool. Okay. Together, you all just draw this power into the sword to kind of help it hone where this is coming from. It's coming from across the river from you and very far down. And you know that there is a bigger than a grove of trees, but not quite a forest, a copse maybe of trees that are just across the river. And it seems like it's coming from underneath there.
Tila, could you get me across the water?
Yeah, I can certainly get you across the water. Can I get him across the water?
Yes.
Okay, great. So Tila is going to, Tila is going to bridal carry.
Love it.
I guess, because that's going to be the fastest way to do it. Going to bridal carry.
I feel dainty.
Kicks his little feet up. And then zoom us across the water.
Yes. Go ahead and roll to just get everyone across the water. Yeah.
I'm bridal carrying.
Your chromages. Your chromages. I feel like with a little help, you all can do it.
We're tied to the back.
Okay,
I can't swim.
4 and a 3.
Okay,
Hey.
and that was I would have made that not very difficult. That would have been a 5 or lower. So yeah. So so what happens though is you will, if I may, describe what your character does. You cast your magic on them, and you all know that just enough yellow chromagy cast on someone else will give you speed or watchfulness, whatever you're trying to do more of or better of. In that vein, you can do it better. So you give them your speed, basically.
Right, gotta go fast. And then
Just running across the water.
The speed of sound.
When we get to the spot where I feel like the reverberations are coming from, using Saren's and my like kind of combined magic, I'm going to look to the rest of you guys and say, "Drill, baby, drill." And I just drive my sword into the ground and try to like create like this magical like vortex, trying to like dig into the ground. I feel like this is kind of more big magic.
Yeah, it is. Okay, that's very cool. I'm gonna say you probably will need some type of mixture of magic here to move the earth in that way. Maybe to liquefy the earth so you're drawing it apart, right? Kind of?
Yeah, like,
is that the idea?
you know, a lever plus like something becomes like a, you know what I'm talking about?
You mean like
using,
combining the magics? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Can I add my speed to that?
You sure can.
So it's, like a vibrating.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So,
I'll liquefy. You said I could liquefy to make it easier?
yeah.
I will liquefy the spot to make it easier to drill.
What you got, Doc?
All right.
Where's Monkey?
So I do actually want to channel this through the homunculus. So I'm gonna pull Monkey out from my pocket. He's just been like curled little ball sleeping in there. Little like bellhop hat and little coat. It's like,
Hey, wake up, sweetie. Mwah. Okay, time to get to work.
Oh my god.
and I'm gonna like turn his head into like a drill shape.
Is he the sword's drill bit?
Keeping the rest of the outfit, and then grab his little tail and wind him up, and then grab the sword
All right, go.
Awesome.
So beautiful to live. I know.
Oh, he's fine. He's enjoying
I
it.
shed a tear from Monkey.
And he's like filled with a sword and throws up with like.
That was so graphic. You're so brave. That was so graphic.
Okay, everybody roll.
Is it 3?
3.
What are we trying to hit?
Oh, I said it was going to be. Oh, I didn't say, did I?
No.
Whatever it is, I got it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Fine. It's going to be. No, it's not going to be 3 or lower. Is what
I hit 2 3s and a 4.
All right.
I hit a
Successes.
3 6.
2 1s and a 4.
Okay.
3 and 2 1s.
So you're. How many 3s did you get? 2. Did any. Those. That's the total of.
I got a 3. We got 3 3s. How many 3s did you guys get?
No 3s. I just got 3 successes.
Right.
Okay. Awesome.
3 3s.
So, yes, like using all of your magic together. Oh God, that was very Captain Planet for a second.
With your powers combined. I was waiting for that.
You're my Gaia.
With your powers combined.
Monkey.
Too soon.
Old.
Well, you all make this magical whirlpool of the earth and the snow. And as the snow melts away into muddy whirlpool, the sword and the monkey drill bit dig down and create a path. Almost like a, not a path, sorry. Yeah, it
Tunnel?
just drills down.
Yeah.
And you actually see that it hits, it hits some rock.
Oh, Monkey!
You did this.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I have more flesh.
I hate when you say that.
Where do you keep all this flesh?
Oh.
You'll never
Would you
tell.
like to know?
Yes, of course.
I will help you out a little bit here because you're Chromages and you would feel this with your power all reverberating together. You feel that when it hits the stone, you can feel the shape of the stone underneath the ground. It seems like a huge, hollow place covered in stone, deep beneath the earth.
Cool.
So if we were to like maybe use some red magic and do some combustion, could we blow the stone up? Oh,
Yeah, I think you could totally try that.
that wasn't the answer to my question.
Yeah, you can totally try
I'm
that.
gonna try that. Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see
Let's
about.
fuck it up.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
fuck it up. I'm gonna see if we can blow the roof off of it.
Yeah, and so here are some tips.
Love that
So
choice.
far, we've
Here
been
are
really
some
good at red
tips.
magic.
Yeah.
But wait, before we do this, is this thing in the way?
Yeah, you can't really
It's
go
kind of
anywhere.
encompassing some kind of empty space, right?
Okay, so if we blow it up, then we can get inside.
You
Okay.
can blow
perfect.
a hole, and that seems like the only way, or anywhere where you are, you could see to try to get inside.
While this is happening, can I also, I feel like maybe indigo magic is maybe the magic of certain types of stone. And this is kind of like imagining for me, like the transition of like red to indigo in this chromagy like world of kind of lava into stone. It's kind of making me think a little bit caldera-y. Is there like maybe this is like an underground dormant like lava thing that's being surrounded by stone that maybe we should be careful of?
Are you trying to sense whether it's that?
Yeah, but I'm thinking like because of like maybe a connection with stone.
Yeah. Do you wanna? Yeah, go ahead and roll your your indigo chromagy.
Detect stone.
Textstone.
Detect stone.
336.
3, and that would have been. Sorry, I always forget to give you the difficulty before.
We like to get
It's not going to affect the roll.
Yeah, that would have been 4. Even with 3 or lower. Okay, yeah. So yeah, just kind of like sending out a feeler with your indigo chromagy through the stone. You don't feel anything super hot,
Okay.
like it's filled with. You
Okay.
do sense that there is possibly some warmth, and also wait, you're feeling that there's moving down there. Something is moving.
All right,
Meanwhile,
back at the ranch.
plug your ears.
Okay, so the tips.
Oh.
Since none of you are red chromages, doesn't mean you can't cast red chromagy, but you're only going to get to use 2 die. And yeah, you might want to double up.
oh, I definitely want to help out as well. Especially being like, perhaps just in theory, both like warm-toned chromages. I'm like, okay, maybe we have a chance of this not being catastrophic. And if it is, more flesh for me.
Well, so here's the thing. If you use your orange chromagy, then that will be a different effect. So if you want to try to use red.
Yeah, we're using red.
Got it. Okay, got it.
Okay, yeah, I'll help too. All right.
I think I'm just kind of looking off into the middle distance.
Good sir.
I helped.
I helped.
He's stealing his wit.
Difficulty.
In a 6.
Okay. It was gonna be hard, but you're good.
I got a 1.
What was the DC?
Yeah.
3.
Hey.
Okay, I got 2 failures.
Okay. Well,
I've been looking forward to a failed roll this entire game. Blow me up. What happens?
We need you. Don't blow up.
okay. So
I got a 1 and 5.
So I'm guessing you're the
central caster. You are supporting. Okay. So what happened? You tell me, how do you cast this?
Okay. I put my hands on the stone, and we're still in the water that has some of the red and some of the
That's
other.
behind you.
us.
Adjacent
Not too
to
far.
it,
Yeah. Not far from.
Okay, so I reach out and I just think like warm thoughts. I think warmth. I think of well, it's also because part of like fire, passion, heat, but like speed and then sort of some of my yellow can also do these combustive things as well. And so just kind of thinking enough to like create the friction, create the red, create the heat, until it creates an explosion.
Okay.
With my hands.
Okay. Cool.
Everybody else gets to eat things. I just want to make something go splodey.
You can also eat it.
So that red chromagy travels out from you and into the rock. And you all witness it kind of become fiery, kind of heating up the rock lava-like, as you mentioned before. And suddenly, you start to get pieces of the rock, and a piece of rock just gets you in the eye, I guess.
Through the
I was
lenses.
going to say shoulder, but you just went straight to the eye.
Oh, God!
That looks like it's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah.
Oh.
You said you had extra flesh, right?
Oh, loads. I've got eyeballs aplenty back here. Hold on.
Where are you keeping all the eyeballs?
Ew.
Oh, it's blue. Oh, amber.
Oh. Seems fitting. It looks great. Oh.
It's a little too big. It feels funky.
Yeah, this one has a really huge pupil.
Yeah. Whoa. This one's fucked up.
Okay.
Oh, we're inside.
So yes, you have opened an opening, and yes, you can see it's dark down there.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to use my watchfulness, and I'm going my watchfulness and my, if I can, combine like my agility, my paranoia, my watchfulness to kind of creep through the hole. How big is the hole that I
It's
created?
big enough for you all to fit.
Oh, we can all fit, so
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
need to like slink in like Die
I
Hard.
still
Okay.
want you to though. No,
Still going to slink in
Yes.
like Die
I
Hard,
imagine like a 6-foot circumference, and you're just like,
right.
but like quickly because I'm fast.
Wait, let me describe it more because I think you might still have to do that. All this earth that you've dug into, stone underneath it, and then you've blown a hole in that stone, so it's down. You have to like drop into something, and it's dark down there.
Oh.
Okay, but are there like handholds and things?
No, you can't see anything yet.
I've got ropes. If we want to tie this off somewhere. Don't ask what it's made of.
I mean, if you have rope, that would be great. If not, I was gonna take one of the stones that we'd had and throw it down there and see if I could use my watchfulness to hear how far it's.
You don't even
That'd be good to know first.
you
Yeah.
don't have to use your magic to do that. You do it, and you hear it's
Because
about
it's just a rock hitting the ground.
yeah.
we can all cast rock, yeah.
Go ahead and roll for rock.
I thought that was my thing.
So you drop it down, and you hear it hit a couple of things, ding ding, like a couple of metals and other things down there, and then finally, and it hits the floor. It sounds like. Or
Okay.
The earth, the ground.
How long did that take, roughly?
Like
Gotta do some quick
3.
math.
Yeah, 3. How fast is gravity? Yeah, literally about 3 seconds.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not very
So
deep.
I'm gonna start doing some cat shit.
All right.
And like climbing and
A little
climbing
like
down there.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, a little Mission Impossible, kind of climb down there and get until I can get to the bottom.
Okay, cool.
Do I
Are you
need to
using the
roll for
rope just for flavor?
flavor.
Or you don't want to taste this rope.
Okay, maybe not.
I think I can just use my agility. I'm afraid of a flesh rope like shredding.
Yep.
It's mostly hair.
Oh, yikes. So yeah, I'm gonna just use my agility and like go down. Actually,
Yeah.
I'll use the hair rope. It's you have offered it so kindly. I'll use the hair rope, and then that's still combines agility. So and I'll use that to go down.
Yeah, great. Yeah,
Do you
for
roll?
sure. Yeah, 3. Using your agility through Chromagy.
Okay. That is 2 twos and a 5.
Oh.
2 twos and a 5.
2. Okay, yeah, 2s are amazing. So yes,
Perfect, yeah,
you're
yeah.
good.
Sweet. And then I climb down.
Yeah, you climb down in the darkness, and I'm gonna say you manage to maneuver, not drop onto like the metal things, but right near them, and you're on the ground. You feel dirt, but also it's not a very thick layer of dirt. It feels like there's more stone underneath your feet.
Okay.
But it's darkness, and you can't really see anything around you. Maybe a hint of light from the top, very barely illuminates some types of casings. There's like one medium-sized one and one really large one to your left.
Oh, this. Okay. Can I use red to do just like a tiny little flick of fire?
You sure can. Here's another fun thing about Chromagy. If you fail, you could do more than you meant to.
Oh.
So, yeah, you can do that.
I mean to do so little.
You need to do so little. You're not, so you roll 2 for red, and then the don't tell me it. The difficulty, I'm gonna make this like more difficult because controlling your Chromagy to make it small is actually hard too. So we're gonna say 3 or lower.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 1. And a
Oh,
5. Yeah.
okay, very well done. So yes, you have a flame now.
All right, and then that with my watchfulness, do I see anything?
Oh yeah, so you hold it out, and you see. Okay, I'm actually going to give you a couple of things because you're watchful and now you have some sight. So I think your other senses are starting to kick in too. First of all, you see that these 2 cases seem like, one of them has like a heavy like piece of fabric of some kind just like strewn over it quickly. And then the other one is bare, but there's a door to it that's like not quite shut. And then also beyond those, in a further corner of this cavern, you smell something wafting towards you, which smells like smoke, like you just blew out a candle or a torch.
Ooh. Okay. Hey, everybody, I think it's probably safe to come down here. I'm doing some exploring.
You also hear, since we're talking about senses, you hear some liquid flowing to your right and downwards.
Okay, and when I look over, is it like that I can hear it through like a pipe or through a wall? It's not like right next to me accessible?
Oh, yeah, it's further from you, but you can't quite tell if it's in a pipe or just flowing down.
Okay, all right, so if everybody wants to, I don't know if anybody wants to join me down in the weird hole.
I'd love to climb down. I'd also love to do this as a physical challenge. No magic involved. I'm just climbing down a rope.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So, because I want to roll just one
That's
die.
right. No one has really had to do that yet.
First physical challenge.
Yeah. Okay, go for it. So 1D, and
in
then,
this case, I want to roll high.
Yeah, so we're flipping just to make it real easy for all of us. New rules. I'm gonna have you roll. So this is gonna be just difficult, 3 or higher.
Nope.
Okay.
Yikes.
So you were trying to come down the hair rope?
Yeah, I gathered up Monkey, and then just proceeded down the rope.
I think the hair is really brittle and it just frays.
I forgot to condition my rope!
And then breaks. Thud. You land on the metal case.
Oh, that was more than 3 seconds. Oh, spine.
I think we need a doctor.
So you all come down as well. We can.
Yeah.
You all would like it.
I'm gonna take my skirt thing and slide down.
Okay.
Using my movement.
Nice. Do you want to do this as practical or chromagical?
Chromagical.
Go for it.
That's just 2?
3 dice.
And I want to be.
So we'll say
Oh, there's one.
it's not very difficult, just fairly 4 or lower.
Okay, I got a 6, a 5, and a 1.
All right, 1 success.
Yay!
That's enough.
So I just take my skirt and I just slide down.
Okay.
And yeah,
And it kind of like,
I zoom past your hair rope and I just kind of move out of the way of it. And
yeah.
I land on top of you.
I feel like your skirt like kind of looks like it bemes liquid for a second, maybe.
Yeah.
And then like when you're using it, yeah.
When I'm using my magic, it looks
Yeah.
like a water skirt.
Yeah,
would.
a water skirt. Yes.
Yeah, we know what a water skirt is.
Yeah.
You find the crumpled form of Dr. Praxis.
Yes.
Okay, Circel.
Could Sir Cell walk along the edge of this interior casing of the stone area that we're in, just by like?
Did you jump down just because I'm a completionist and I need to know how you got down?
That's what I'm saying. Could I walk down the the side of this wall by like pulling out like shards of stone from like kind
Like
of
a staircase, just
kinda
like
like a
winding
staircase.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to build a staircase down?
Just by like pulling shards.
That would have been the way to do it.
Going last.
Shards.
Gave me time to think about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll say you're trying to build a stone staircase.
Yeah, basically, but just by like pulling shards of stone out. And what am I trying to hit?
Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult.
Yeah.
Let's say 3 or lower.
Okay.
I'll catch you if you fall.
135.
Okay, you got a critical there.
Yes.
So you do it real good.
Doctor, I'm very sorry that I didn't try this first.
It's
I made it stairs.
easier.
It's
Now
all
we
right.
can- what's great is now we can get out.
Yes.
No, that's great. Thank you. Can you carry me?
Of course I can carry you. I
just want to
bridle
remind
carry.
you, you're a healer.
I can't feel my body. Please, I need a doctor.
But you are the doctor.
Oh!
Do you want me to try orange magic on you?
Do it.
You know what? That would be hilarious.
Do it.
Go for it.
Do it.
I'm going to pull like a dagger out of its sheath and using like the purple magic of like
Oh, why a knife?
of like sharpness. If I need to like I don't know if there's something that's like pierced him or something that I could pull out. But I would like to combine like the indigo and the orange. But if I just need to roll orange, that's fine.
Oh, my bones are wrong. Oh,
They're wrong.
they're everywhere they shouldn't be, and nowhere they should.
I'll just try orange magic, but use it in like an indigo kind of like direction, like a practice.
So, that is a roll to combine two color. Well, no, never mind.
Let me
Go
try
ahead,
orange.
do
Yeah.
your thing.
What am I trying to get?
Again, I think this is going to be hard. Roll 2 die, and you're going to be doing 3 or lower.
I got a 3 and a 4.
Okay. It works.
All right, you're just gonna have to take some time off. You're gonna have to floss. That's not that thing. That's not.
We get
that's
workers'
not
comp,
doctors.
right? For this?
We definitely get workers' comp.
Oh, good.
For the mission we got by going to a bar?
Yeah.
Enough for that.
The tavern covers us.
Definitely.
We'll sue the tavern for your illness.
Okay. So you all, you all look around and you kind of see what Tila saw. You hear the water trickling somewhere downward to one side, to your right side. The opening is right above you, and then to your left and forward is where that snuffed torch, you first smelled that.
Smells like snuffed torch.
Like a fire was here recently.
Like something was blown out recently.
We're not alone.
Hello.
Oh.
No, it echoes a bit. It's a cavern, but it's not like that big, so it echoes really quick.
No answer.
No answer. No answer.
Can I try to sense where the water is flowing in here? You said there's water flowing in here.
Yeah.
Can I is it inside the wall? Is it around us?
I'm gonna say with your blue chromagy, you don't need to roll. If you just walk there and listen for a little bit. Oh, you want to? Okay, my bad. Yes, you need to roll then.
Yes, I need to for my blue magic.
Yes. Okay. And that is. This is gonna be easy for you.
There's times you
5
haven't
or
done
lower.
I know, I've dropped it dice every time. I need to roll, sorry.
5 or lower and 3 dice.
Yeah, I got a 1.
All right.
2
Okay.
6s. So we're gonna just move that over
Okay.
I'm not gonna talk about that.
1.
So yeah, you stroll over and you listen, and you hear that it's okay. Let me see how to describe this. It sounds almost like the water is flowing from other spots in this room, and out of this room, through the stone somewhere.
So it's everywhere, everything,
All at once.
Also, you are getting that same quality of the old magic. You're feeling that in this water. You're sensing that.
On every bit of the water?
Yeah, the water that's draining out of this room somehow. Yeah, it's kind of like a drain pipe in the corner. If you ever,
Yeah.
And then it flows
there's
into
a
the
hint
wall.
of old magic, or there's a lot
Strong.
of
It's actually really strong. Yeah.
Okay. I relay that to everyone.
Am I smelling old magic?
Oh, that nose still works.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a strong sense of old magic in all of this water around us.
Right.
Oh, we found it. What were we meant to do with it?
This was kind of just to
Why
check things out.
are we here?
You all hear.
Philosophically?
You
Yeah,
hear
what's
in
the point of life?
in the direction of the torch. You hear like a. You smell more torch.
Yes.
Fresh wafts all the time.
So you hear like a, I don't know how to describe it, but basically a body moving against what sounds like one of these metal casings.
I'm gonna use my
Like shuffling?
watchfulness to like track it, so I can feel like it's against the wall.
You can increase your ability to see in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna increase my ability to see. And so, is it something where I feel like it's in the room, or is it through? Okay, then
It
yeah.
sounds like someone's in the room with you.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna watch him.
All right, yeah. That's gonna be fairly easy. 5 or lower.
Come out. Okay, well that's 2 6s and a 1.
Okay, well you got a 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do see now the outline of someone, pretty average size and shaped, and they are kind of like hiding behind one of those metal casings.
Okay.
Seems like that's what they bumped into.
Gotcha. I'm gonna use my agility and speed together and just like go around them and I don't know, get them in a chokehold.
Oh.
Okay, that's okay. That's
Let it roll for initiative.
It's a hold. I'm not choking them. It's one of these. It's a
Yeah. Yeah.
It's still a chokehold.
Say it slower.
It's not this chokehold, it's this chokehold.
It's this chokehold. Yeah, just holding. You like that one?
It's a sleepy hold.
A sleeper hold. There we go.
Yes.
It's a nice little sleeper hold.
I have to go to bed that way every night.
okay. So this is gonna be pretty hard.
Okay.
Because they're gonna try to move away from
from my
you,
grapple?
sort of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even before that, as you're moving towards it, they're gonna try to move away. But we're gonna make this impossible, like really hard.
Okay.
So it's a 2 or lower. You can absolutely use your yellow.
Okay.
You got
so
this.
3 dice,
Yeah.
2 or lower. No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. A 2.
I see it too. Yeah, that's great. Right on the money. Yeah, you sense this person start to move towards you all to your left. So to the person's right. They're trying to get past the group. And so you actually can cut them off and you just grab them, put them in a chokehold.
Not choking, but just in a chokehold.
Just holding, yeah.
Yeah.
I walk up and I kind of draw my sword and kind of just, not threateningly, but like making it very known, like, you should tell us why you didn't answer our call, friend.
That is still very threatening. I feel like
There's not a threat being
You should
told.
listen to him.
We
He's
need to
old
work.
and he's not all there.
I don't know where I am. So I think you should tell us where we are.
I don't want to do anything aggressive.
No,
to him.
no, we're
I
friends.
don't-
We're all
You're
friends.
also here.
We're definitely
You're yelling at him. You're
friends.
choking him out.
he's not being choked. He's just
Friend
being
stuff.
held aggressively.
But you stink of torch, friend. Why are you here? Do you not want to talk?
Doesn't
Or
say anything.
can you
Just
not?
looks at you all.
I want to inspect your throat.
Oh my god.
I want to know if he's not able
need
to
consent
talk
for that.
or choosing not to with the healing magic.
I
Like,
see.
are you structurally sound? Are you okay? Are you just being obstinate?
When you lean towards him, looking like you're gonna cast magic on him, he's like, I can talk.
Oh, okay. Can I do it anyway?
The question stands. Where are we? Who are you?
And he, if his arms are free, which a chokehold wouldn't affect, right? He flicks, just a flick of red magic and relights the torch that he was standing
Oh,
by.
thank you.
Wow.
Would you mind letting me go?
Oh yeah, I could totally let you go because we've got all of us here. None of us are threatening you at all. Not even the guy who keeps pulling out a sword.
Hello, buddies.
You let him go?
Yeah, I'll let him go.
Okay.
He can't get away from us.
No, yeah, he knows that.
You have Zoom.
Yeah, you zoom.
Yeah.
And you all notice now that the torch is lit, there is like a little entryway that goes out into some tunnel. And it's out the cave and into another cave or something.
Fun.
So yeah, you let him go, and he kind of looks around at you, still a little tense, but a little more relaxed. You notice he's wearing these like dark brown robes, and his head is shaved, and he looks about 45 years old. His face is like prematurely wrinkled, so you can tell that he's youthful looking, or he feels youthful looking, but his face looks a little bit more weathered. Same with his hands. Yeah, rough 45. Like he didn't use moisturizer enough. Right.
Sunscreen.
Yeah,
In
sunscreen.
the sun, yes.
So, yeah, when he cast that magic, you saw that. Some of you, actually, everyone this is like a history check.
Hang on, do I know this guy?
Do I use indigo magic for this one?
Yes, because
Yeah.
and also you had the old magic connection. Well, actually, this wouldn't come into play for that.
Okay. How many dice?
So everyone roll 2 dice.
Oh, thank God.
And this is going to be hard.
This time.
Well,
3 or lower.
Hit a 3.
2 and a 3.
Hit a 3.
Oh, dang! I should have said 2 or lower. Okay, so the 3 of you know that violet magic being rare, you know this part. Violet magic is rare, and it's a newer magic that's being curated by people who probably shouldn't be the ones in charge of it because they don't have the best intentions for Chantil. That said, you recognize him as one of the people of a group of people that are known to dabble in violet magic. And you know that he, this robe and this monk-like appearance very much is kind of how they roll.
Do we have any, like, now that it's kind of a, kind of information on the wind about violet magic, do we know of its effects?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
So, and also some of it that you hear, it's hard to know what's true and what's not because it's hard to cast. It's hard to even, get it to materialize. But so some people say that it is the magic of space and emptiness. And so in the way that orange pulls things together, violet can pull things apart. And that's why it's so powerful. And then some people say it is like a stronger indigo because indigo must have some violet in it.
I don't remember that part.
It's cold. So think of hard ice, not just snow or ice crystals.
Permafrost. Yeah.
Like ice blocks. Unyielding ice and cold. And then some say that it's a mixture of all the colors. And yeah, there are those types of rumors just traveling about Chantil.
Am I able to detect if they're using any old magic as well? Because I can sense movement, and magic is moving and flowing. Can I sense if there's any use of that he's using any old magic with his being a violet magic dabbler?
Okay, yes, go ahead and cast your blue Chromagy, 3, and this also will be difficult.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say 2 or lower.
yo.
You got this.
I got this. Got this.
You don't got this.
Yikes. So, that's going to be a 3, a 5, and a 6.
Okay.
So I don't sense...
You can't tell. Yeah, you do sense that he's a Chromage of some kind, but you don't pick up, you're
Any
not
old
sure
magic.
if you're picking up old magic or not. He's just kind of like wafting with all types of Chromagy.
Can I know that I can like make myself paranoid. Can I make him paranoid?
Ooh. Yeah,
yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Tasha's already is left.
So that'll be
Like a yellow lantern.
3 or
Cool.
lower, and you're 3, yeah.
I hit a 3.
Okay. Tell me what that looks like.
Okay, so I'm going to send out just tendrils of yellow, and much like the smell of a blown out torch has been wafting through all of us, I'm kind of that sense of paranoia drifts up and like floats through into like the nostrils and around the head. Any open orifice will do. I don't know how many of those he has.
Yo, what the fuck?
Until it starts to kind of creep in and affect his brain, giving him right now, taking him from being obstinate to feeling like he should probably start feeling some fear and start opening up and speaking with us.
Okay.
You all think I messed up? That was wild.
That was pretty cool.
You all keep telling this guy that we're his friends. I don't think we're his friends.
That was unfriendly.
Yeah, it's a very gentle chokehold and now a very gentle mental manipulation.
Anxiety
She's
attack.
doing
Of anxiety, yeah.
doing psychology attacks.
A little bit of social anxiety.
Just a little bit.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, so
I do it every day.
He takes that in.
Oh God.
He takes that in, and you can see him actually try to resist it. You sense now that you see him use his magic and feel it right in front of you. He's not a very strong Chromage. So even though he's been dabbling in all types of Chromagy, and you sense that on him, he doesn't have much to press against yours and resist it. So he takes in that social anxiety, and he says, "Oh, what are you doing to me?"
We just want to know what's going on. There are reports of
Things.
We just want to know what's going on.
Mako! Take him out! They're here! People are here!
Make whole. We did.
He yells towards that cave entrance.
Oh no.
I'm going to take a defensive
s-
position up against the
You
entrance
start to
of that.
hear some, down a tunnel, you hear some movement and some quick, people moving things and, stone grinding. And you can tell now there's, multiple people back there.
As they're coming, I'm going to call out, "You should be careful. We have one of your men."
Ah, man. And then I just go and put him into another very gentle.
All right, go to sleep. There you go. I'm gonna pick up Monkey and just give him a tiny short sword. Are you ready?
Is there water down
You're not
here?
going to
There's water
mold the
down
short
here,
sword
right?
into his hand.
Yeah,
No, I
so
have to buy
flowing,
these.
I'm just preparing some water in case I need to attack anybody.
Okay,
Wa-
yeah,
water
you're
bending.
gathering some blue Chromagy water. All right, so
guess
you all have taken a defensive position,
Yeah, I'm saying.
and no one comes down the tunnel. You still hear moving, just frantic moving and things like that.
Any day now.
I'd like to throw, if I could, just throw a little bit of, I'll use red Chromagy for this, but just throw a little light just down that way, just to see, ignite, light up the whole tunnel as far as we can see
Yeah.
it. See what's happening down there.
Yeah, go for it.
What's my DC?
That's gonna be a 4 or lower.
1 success.
All right. Yeah, you toss some red Chromagy flame down that hallway, and you see 30 feet back, there's another cavern, and you see them moving. There's more of those metal casings, and they seem to be trying to you see a person who's inside some type of maybe coffin.
They have a Gundam. We need to go now.
And it has a clear, maybe a glass covering, so he's like this.
Oh.
Also bald, naked. Ooh.
I like it.
The Spy Kids clip with the eye.
Literally.
Is that how we channel? Does it the nudity help? Can I use my watchfulness?
Are we all about to get way more powerful?
Hello. We all just start taking off our clothes.
Is the nudity
That was the secret?
That's the old magic.
Does it? So no, you don't sense that.
I don't sense that
This person seems in a deep sleep. Yeah, you're seeing a lot down this hallway, but that's what's in this big
Oh, yeah.
cavern. Yeah.
Sorry,
No one's
friend.
paying attention to you, by the way. They're all just trying to move him.
What was your name, my friend? I'm sorry.
Oh, the one that in the chokehold.
Oh,
Yeah.
in the chokehold.
You're still conscious, right? Okay. There we go. What was your name? If you want, you don't have to tell me. We'll put you back to sleep if you like.
I'd rather you do that.
go to sleep, go to sleep.
The singing makes it so much darker.
Creepy.
We gotta go get our makeup.
Are you just
on.
gonna make him go to sleep with your
Yeah.
chokehold? You do that. Yeah.
I do want to quickly, before we abscond down the tunnel though, do a touch of my healing. I think this is the first healing I've done the entire game. Do a touch of healing. I'll go
Oh God.
and just tap his forehead to make sure he doesn't wake up with a migraine. Because that's often a consequence of
nice.
these things. I should know.
It's very nice.
So no headache for you. I'll leave, and then head on down the hallway.
All right.
That's nice. You ever had a nap in the middle of the day and then you just wake up feeling all groggy?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that's really kind.
That's very nice and thoughtful.
Very kind.
I'll head down.
Yes, but the violet magic, is it banned? Or it's just not it's not used often?
Yeah, it probably will be banned.
And we haven't seen any actual like evidence of them using violet magic. We're just kind of assuming, or are we feeling traces of it?
You feel traces of it for sure. And
And the three of them recognized him as like a monk of violet magic,
Right.
essentially.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll wait to be naughty. Yeah, I just
Okay.
Save it.
I'll go
Don't
down.
forget
yes,
it.
I won't. I will just go down the hallway. But I have vials of water that I have in my
Yeah.
little
And I'm
Yeah, like pouches.
my little skirt thing.
Maybe some of those blue flowers you got
I do.
before.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
I've stashed some things just in case. I'm prepared.
Great.
yeah, and I'm going. I think I'm leading the charge with my sword out, just trying
All right.
making sure that.
So down the hallway you all
Does anybody feel safe right now? I don't think we should.
They're not attacking us.
I feel like we are the danger.
We are.
That's
Are we
fine.
the baddies?
We are.
I feel like it's fair that y'all are definitely the danger.
You choked someone out.
Yeah,
You
you're the
gave
only one
them
who's
some kind
actually
of
done
very
harm
nice
to
thing.
somebody.
I just feel like we've come into these people's places and we're trying to attack them without even getting to know them first.
Oh, fine. I put the sword away.
Thank you.
You all have this conversation down the hallway, and you put the sword
Super
away.
loud too.
Yeah.
It's just echoing through the cavern.
So you enter the cavern just in time to see them push. And by the way, there's about 8 of these monk-looking people of all different genders, and you see them, a few of them, finally pushing the last like 2 or 3 feet of this coffin into some type of chute in the stone. And then
Like
the
just like-
rest
Yeah,
Does
of
it
them.
go somewhere? Like,
It seems
Is it a
so. It seems
fly?
like they're pushing it to go somewhere.
Are you all escaping?
The others have turned towards you and now pull out swords.
oh,
sorry.
I just
Sorry,
put
I
it away.
thought they'd be a little
time.
more friendly.
Okay, so I've never done initiative in this made-up system. So let's everyone roll a d6, and we'll say lower goes first.
Nope.
That's me.
I think you roll 2 because you have like high perception. You know.
I have resourcefulness. Do I get something for that?
No, sorry.
I rolled a 1.
Okay,
I rolled a 1 and a 6.
Ooh.
6 won't do anything, but the 1 does.
Yep.
And
5.
4.
4. Okay, so hey,
yeah.
it's perfect in
We got
order.
this. We
We
got
did not
this.
plan that.
Yeah, in order. So go ahead. You will act first. All of you have one of these monks on you, and then there's 2
These old
behind
bones
them.
move slower than they used to.
I'm gonna use my zoom and my agility, and I'm going to go to the closest monk, grab the sword out of their
Snap
hand,
their neck.
Okay.
and then hold them at the tip of it.
All right. This is so now another made-up mechanic I'm doing right now is that whenever something's opposed, it's going to be 2 or lower. It's going to be really hard, unless you can make it easier by helping each other or doing something like really amazing with your magic.
So it's 2 or lower, and on how many dice?
Oh, you're using your chromagy, right?
Yes.
So 3.
I got a 2.
All right, you do it. You zoom over and yeah, you said you want to grab the
Yeah, I'm
sword?
zooming over. I'm grabbing the sword, and then I'm like holding the sword at the person.
Yeah, you do that.
Hey, monks! What are y'all doing with the body?
That monk is surprised, and they start to try to like scramble away from you. You're up.
I'm going to face my monk and say, my friend, I would like to give you the opportunity now to get out of here in peace, because once I do this, I cannot take it back. Do you want to go down this road with me?
He just brandishes their sword at you.
Let's take a little journey together.
Oh, God.
And I'm going to just touch, literally touch their arm. And I'm going to triple the number of bones in their body.
He's gonna turn monk into one of the monkeys.
It's healing gone wild.
Hold on. In order to do that, I love this. I think you're going to need some of that stone element from indigo.
Sure.
So
Give rock.
Give rock.
How do I give rock?
I think, let's say you can assist with 1 die since we're
Okay.
in combat, it feels like.
Yeah. All right. Same time? Okay.
Same time? Okay.
It's a 4 from me.
Okay.
And what is the DC?
The DC is going to be 3 because you have help now.
I have 3 successes, one of which is a critical.
Oh
Hey.
my god.
My man's all bones now.
Yeah, we're going to get gross for a second. Seriously, if anyone gets not
Off
too
camera.
gross, don't worry.
You're screaming like somewhere off screen.
You all might notice out of the corner of your eye, you see this person's limbs start to bulk up with
I'm
more
sorry.
bones. And some of the bones, kind of the ends of them jut out, so they're little bumps of bone sticking out.
I like the idea of just like his muscles ossifying.
Essentially, yes. He's more bone than man now.
Yeah, and he stands there kind of like trying to figure out how to stand and move like this. So that's your turn, Ashleigh.
Well, you both have been quite violent. So I have my vial. I shoot my vial into the air, use my magic to turn my water into a sickle, and I grab...
A sickle, like a curved sickle thing?
Yes.
Okay.
And so I grab one of the monks and I put the sickle up to his neck.
All right.
And I just ask him very nicely, what's going on down here?
Oh, intimidation, yes.
Correct. You went straight for violence. So I'm just intimidating him. But there is a sickle like right here, piercing him, but not making him bleed.
All right. Go ahead and roll your Chromagy.
I might just do that too, yes.
Yeah, 2 or lower.
So, we did go ahead and
You said 3, right?
No.
we did go ahead and roll a 3, 5, and 3, 4 to 6.
Okay.
So,
Oh, it's 6.
so it's backfired a little bit.
Yeah. Let's say that this monk is actually much faster than you would have
Naturally.
thought. And you see them actually like crouch down real quick and then like ninja somersault away from your sickle. And then now they're like, now they're by your side and they have their sword. And they're kind of behind you now.
That was fucking badass.
Whose side are you on?
I'm sorry, it was cool.
Now the sword is on me.
Yeah.
Hey.
Damn.
Okay.
Because I want to do something. Should I try to help you first? Is the question.
Oh no, show off.
Okay.
I'm here for a show.
I am looking at the different chromagies for each color, and indigo is the complement or the opposite of yellow. Yellow is all about movement, and I'm wondering if indigo speed
specifically.
yeah, and I'm wondering if indigo being the opposite of that is all about like stopping or slowing something down. And I feel like the focus of what these monks have been doing is trying to like keep whatever naked body that was encased in glass away from us. And it went through a chute in which it like went somewhere else. And I'm wondering if I could stop it in its place by maybe cutting off the tunnel.
Interesting. You're trying to stop the coffin thing
college.
from going down the chute?
Right. I want it to stop. I want to stop movement.
Okay.
I want anti-movement.
I think with indigo, you could actually, I think actually you could like kind of harpoon it. Like you could try to shoot
That works.
daggers and
Hit
shoot
the tunnel's pressure point.
like, like harpoon, like shoot spears into it to anchor it and stop it from
Sure.
going.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, 2 or lower.
2 or lower using 3 dice. Come on. Dang it. 3, 5, 6.
Okay, you shoot, but it's moving now
So much thought
faster
into
down
that.
the chute. shoot. Okay, and then you have your monk who now,
Yeah, I should.
as you're distracted, your monk moves into an offensive
I
position.
have a monk assigned to me.
Yes.
We all have assigned monks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You all get your textbooks and your monks at the end of class.
Okay. So, yeah,
we don't all have a
defend.
monk
I guess
anymore.
roll to defend against your monk.
How many am I rolling?
You probably will use your Chromagy, so 3.
And what am I looking for? What's the DC?
2.
Okay, I got a 1.
All right.
Yeah. And then a 5.
So you're Oh, you had put a sword to them, right?
Yeah, I hadn't done anything. I was just
Yeah.
threatening. I hadn't done anything stabby yet.
Finish the
And you now, okay. So yeah, your monk is kind of frozen in position because that sword is just so close to their neck.
Yeah.
So they look at you and say, "You have no idea of the power you're interfering with."
Well, yeah, I know. That's why we're asking. So if you could just like tell me what the power is that we're interfering with, then we could.
Feel better about what we're doing.
Wow. That's why we're here.
They close their eyes and you see them conjuring some chromagy.
Oh shit! Shit!
Kill him.
Okay. And I've still got my sword.
Yeah.
So I just like, I don't stab them in the throat, but I definitely do that really cool thing in movies where they like press it in and like
Draw blood.
one single
Use
like
one rivulet.
Can I
comes down.
can I help using my sharpness
Oh, sharp.
powers?
Yeah, you can make it sharper. So 1d6 and now it's 3 or lower.
Yikes.
The 2.
All right.
I got a 3.
All right. Yeah, you do that. And it does interrupt this monk's process of conjuring chromagy. They open their eyes quickly and look at you. Now they look scared.
Oh, good. So you maybe want to start giving up some information, or are we gonna do this all day? Because I'm the one with the big sword.
And they look at the center of the room where the coffin thing was standing. And you see, like, first of all, you see this, like, kind of like steampunky machinery. Like, that coffin thing was on a conveyor belt of some kind.
So like gears, maybe it's wearing some goggles.
Like chains and stuff, yeah. And
Maybe a little leather.
yeah, a little bit of brown leather usually, right? And you see like, wow, you see a lot of things. You see like the chains going into different rooms and the chute. There's one chute though, that's like the exit chute apparently. You see also that there is like at the bottom and top of where the coffin was. Now there's an empty space, but at the bottom and top, you see these like glowing, they look like stones, but they're very flat and circular and they're imbued with some type of silvery magic.
Old magic.
Good magic. Yeah, so I'm going to, and this is what I see with my watchfulness. Can I lend some of my watchfulness? And then the two of us, since they're stone and that's your bag, the two of us can work together and see what's going on with the sparkly stones.
Sure can, if you'd like to do that on your turn.
On your turn?
Cool.
Yeah,
Sweet.
okay. All right. So defend, and then you'll get a reaction. You.
Oh, hello.
Doctor.
Hi. Great. So I'm not defending.
So,
am I?
sorry, yeah. So, but their move is that, this is the
They've
bone.
been dealt
This
with.
is the bone guy, but you know what?
Yes.
Because these are very determined little chromages, monks. They're, this one is going to try to swing at you with a very bony arm, like,
Oh.
like
Yeah,
that.
and
Like
yeah, you know how
that.
that goes.
Yeah, they're going to try to like swing.
So
Because now they have heavier, I don't know how bones work,
It's
whatever.
mostly meant to lock him down, so it's just like you
It's
said,
gonna make it harder
ossify.
for him
Right.
to move.
Yeah, just-
So go ahead. I'll give you an advantage of this because you did something that made it harder. 3 or lower to see if you can not get hit by a bony arm.
Wonderful. And how many die?
You're a healer. If you're moving, ducking out of the way, then that would be
I move
practical.
heelily. Yeah.
Also, I will tell you this. Orange magic, like I said before, different chromagies can be used. They're all neutral. You can use
Yeah,
it
use
for good or
orange.
bad things.
Or use yellow.
You don't
Yeah.
have to always use it to heal.
I'm
You can
going
also
to
use
borrow
it
from
to,
my
like-
good friend here and use a bit of yellow chromagy to
Okay.
just be, zoom,
All
real
right,
fast.
All right, do I roll?
Yeah, you can
And do I
help.
roll 1 or 2?
1, and it will be 2 or lower. But yeah, you can help.
The
Oh,
1.
All right, so now you actually got it 4 or lower is your new D. Oh no!
I rolled a 5 and a 6.
I know that well.
Okay, you get slapped in the face.
The bones have betrayed me.
Yikes.
You get slapped in the face by a triple boned arm.
That's
Oh, triple
so
bones.
many
Oh,
bones.
it's triple boned.
Very well.
It's a triple bone man.
Is that
Big
my entire
bones.
turn, or do I get to do
No,
something
you
as
get to
well?
react now.
Okay. Despite what just took place, I don't think he's actually a terribly large threat right now. I would actually like to go over and assist with the currently held at sword point associate of mine, Saren. And I want to try something. I want to merge chromagies here a little bit because we are on opposite ends of the color wheel, blue and orange. And blue being water and movement and fluidity. I want to combine that with the idea of healing and togetherness, the shapes of and the cohesion of bodies, and essentially I'm down to also like build off this with you, but make her able to just her body transition to move to an entirely new location, away and perhaps now in an advantageous position against her attacker instead.
Okay. So so you want to get over to, I think the getting over to her will be on your turn. And now it's her turn next, so then you can assist during her turn. All right. So it's your turn.
Well, I'm being held, so.
Yeah, at sword point.
Yes.
Are you going to make any moves, try to escape it?
Yes.
All right.
I wonder, can I liquefy myself?
Sure can.
That's my friend. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to liquefy myself.
Also, I will say the assist could be that you make the liquid more of a gel, hold it together.
You stick things together.
Yes, togetherness, cohesion, bones. Yes.
Yes.
All
No,
my
but I don't want
domains.
the bones.
No bones this time. I've learned my lesson.
Yes. So I want to then liquefy my body and kind of like melt out of his grasp.
Okay.
Their grasp.
All right. Okay.
And be resourceful
Uh-huh.
by... I still have my sickle, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh wait, no one else has attacked anyone, right? So I don't want to be too aggressive. So I'll just... never mind.
Follow your heart.
No.
All right.
I'll just escape. We'll do that for now.
All right. So you're trying to get away by moving into a jelly type of status.
Yes, he's holding it this, so kind of like...
Nobody likes holding on
Yeah.
to jelly anyway, yeah.
No,
Right,
it's
he
for
kind of
you.
goes
It's
through
not
me,
possible. Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
cuts himself. I want it to go through me to cut his neck.
Oh, damn!
All right. Someone's
Swing
gonna start
big.
it. Yeah.
Do it.
'Cause he's-
Yeah. Okay. So
If it's gonna be twos, you gotta swing big.
Yeah.
three.
I have to get three or lower?
but you're assisting.
Yes.
So if
Am I also rolling as well?
yes, if he successes,
If I success it,
If what are the successes then?
2
what
or
is
lower.
my DC to success?
2.
2?
Yeah.
I have rolled 1, 2.
All right. So 3 or lower for you.
No pressure. I got a 3 and a 1 and a 5. Ooh! How do I do it? I'm just kidding.
That's exciting. No, you tell me.
Okay, so yeah, so so with my sickle in one hand, I liquefy and I grab the sickle end of his sword and I push it through his neck.
Yes.
And he falls to his knees.
I think that's the first confirmed kill.
Blood spews out like Kill Bill, and I'm just standing there because I take the blood and blood can form into something else and I make it into a ball.
Yeah.
I'd like to remind all of you
Love
that you
it.
were getting upset at me for being a little aggressive. And I haven't done anything to anybody yet.
I will say I was nice until we were attacked.
Right.
Oh, yes,
Attacked
yes.
us first.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Save some blood for me.
Word.
I take a blood ball and hand it to my
Thank
friend.
you.
Also, I will say,
Disgusting.
your sickle, so you became more jelly-like, and you used that orangeness to blue and orange together. Y'all have never cast this together before, and you felt this extra energy that was like really steely, and you like channeled it into your sickle. So now you have a steel sickle that also can be liquid if you want.
Cool.
Oh, damn.
Writing that down.
I have it. I got you.
And what happened to my friend?
Oh, your friend, the one you attacked? He did.
Okay. I just wanted you to say it.
Don't worry, he did.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, if he's like some kind of magic to come back. I just want to make sure he was dead. Okay,
Nope.
good. Bye.
About to hit him with the
All
double
right.
tap.
Sure was. Like, so then I pull back out.
Oh, I spelled steel wrong. Okay, go ahead, Sir Cell. What do you do?
Fell.
So Sir Cell was kind of looking off into the middle distance while you were describing to Tila what was going on with the silver magic. You said something about rocks.
Yeah.
That would be my specialty. Can you remind me of that?
So a rock above, a rock below. They were on either side of that standing coffin thing that the dude was
Right.
in, and they're radiating with like magic, like the glow, a glow of magic, and some silvery veins of magic.
I have somebody on me, right? Because I failed my last
yeah.
roll, my
Let's see.
assigned monk decided to
Yeah, they moved
threaten
towards
me.
you. Yeah.
Personal monk.
Can I use some kind of like maneuver to turn his momentum against himself and push him into that space where that silver magic is coming from?
Yeah, sure can.
There's a lot about me that you don't know.
This old man is agile.
Okay, so yeah, go for it.
And what am I rolling? How can I turn this into indigo magic possibly?
Let's see. You can also pair it with another one of these.
You made a good point earlier about pressure points. Can I use different pressure points to paralyze parts of his body and push them into
Do you
the
want to use
spot?
orange with that?
Yeah, because one of my words is points.
Yeah, for sure.
Find his
Great.
meridians and fuck them up.
Right.
Can I help him out with a little bit of movement?
Movement.
He needs some movement and
Sure.
maybe some.
Some kinetic energy.
Yeah, get some speed up in the street.
Yeah, we'll get some little air.
Oh, we're having a Captain Clarity
Here we go.
Get it.
What are we rolling?
Let's do all assists, 1, 2, 3 assists, and then
beans.
they'll make it super easy for you. If
Right, let's see what you guys got.
So two and below, only one. Roll 1 die each.
Oh,
Give
Because
me
it's
a
an
2, friends.
Wait, whose turn is it? It's
My
your
turn.
Sorry. Then you, yeah.
So they're trying to help me out.
Yes.
rolled a 9.
I rolled a 9.
Oh no.
Well, I rolled a 3.
3.
6.
Okay, you get no help.
You all are no.
Sorry, friend.
to be fair, at this moment I'm turning someone into gel. So
It's fine. I need to do something myself anyway. All right, I'm trying to get 2s.
2s.
Okay,
Yeah.
we got this.
Yay.
3, 4, 5. I can't do anything.
Okay. Yeah, you just missed the pressure points.
Damn.
Also, the monk kind of starts darting away from you. You're like, whoa.
Does he seem
Speed.
avoidant of this silvery magic space where the thing was?
It
He
just
doesn't seem
seems
to be
like-
worried about it.
They just want you out of this space, and they're defending this space in a way. It doesn't seem specific to those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say that the monk that you just tried to pressure point, does dart out of your grasp and runs towards the chute. And with 2 other monks, they tried to start closing that stone.
Oh, no.
We open that.
We gotta jump in there.
Yeah.
Come on, Zoom.
All right.
I'll zoom with her.
That's her thing.
I think we're kind of out of initiative order because they're now.
maybe we all
Focusing
try
back.
to zoom and see what happens.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever would like to try to get over there and stop them.
I will zoom. Everybody have your Wi-Fi.
So I have movement, so I can still get over.
Everybody have your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Zoom though.
Oh shit!
What are we looking at?
2.
Yikes. I don't make it.
How to make it?
I got 2 successes with yellow chromagy.
I got
Oh
a
my
1 with
God.
yellow chromagy.
Okay. So you 2. Yeah.
The old
You
man.
have, like, a
and-
2 people outside
me.
movement
Yeah.
make it.
Yeah. You absorb some of Tila's yellow magic from before, and you zoom over there.
The avatar.
Yeah. What do you do when you get there?
So these monks are trying to close the metal thing.
They're like pushing
Pushing it into the chute.
stone. Yeah.
Okay.
They're trying to close the chute.
Okay, well, I want to prevent that. So maybe if I can, with my momentum, knock them all out of the way, or even get this sucker open and see what the naked guy is all about. Whatever you think is practical, I'm down to give it a shot.
All right. Yeah, I think any of that. Yeah.
If we're both, is anyone else coming with me? Who's zooming? You're zooming?
I was zooming. I successfully zoomed. But I was
I'm
wondering
very
if
slowly going towards it.
So then what would-
It's going to take a little bit.
I was
Okay.
wondering if I could, instead of a yellow magic there, just would have been an extra dice to use indigo magic to use some of the the stone around us to pierce a block into the door so they can't fully close it.
Yeah.
So then maybe simultaneously, I'll start by just knocking all the dudes out of the way. If I can just angle my zoom to just barrel into all of them.
Go for it.
Yeah. So use your 3 dice.
So what was our successful roll for?
Huh?
Because
Yeah, because I got 2 successes to zoom.
you already did.
So yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. No, totally
forgot.
fine. Just
Yes, you zoomed. So you guys got there, and I'm gonna say that you got your 2 success, 1 success. I'm gonna say that you're able to do that.
Cool. So, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Be the bulky guy.
You do the door thing.
Yeah, I use like the indigo chromagy to pull a rock down to block the entrance from being closed to the chute.
So, the monks, all of them now, you've knocked them out of position, and you've blocked this door. And I'm gonna say, give me a watchful. It's gonna be 3 or lower.
Yeah, and that's 3 dice, right?
Yes.
I got a crit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Nice.
You notice one of the monks zooming with yellow chromagy, because you notice the other monks behind y'all have actually been casting and focusing their yellow onto this one. And so it's like that one is using their help, and they just barrel roll into the chute, and they kind of stuff themselves, rolled into a ball. And then some other chromages behind them cast indigo, sorry.
There's a shitload of monks here.
And turn this monk to stone.
Oh!
The chute is now closed.
That was an option?
And
You can do
I've
that?
never done that before. I thought turning people into like hard something. It was your thing.
We need to go darker.
We do.
All of us.
You and I need
went
to
pretty dark.
You and I need to hang out more.
so at the end of this adventure you have had, you've found out that there is some type of underbelly. There's some type of underbelly of this organization trying to possibly dabble in violet magic, but really mix all of chromagy and old magic. You report this back, I'm sure, to Kissy, and for future adventures, you will have to figure out what happens next.
I guess we just drink.
Hard day's work.
I would do that anyway, no
Yeah.
matter what the
Yeah.
next adventure was going to be.
Look,
You was going
y'all,
to drink something.
I'm on workers' comp for the next 2 months, so let's just hang out.
You all are back at the tavern having
Yeah.
this
I just
conversation.
want to know, were we able to try violet magic
You could always try.
next time?
Maybe
time.
next time. And that
yeah.
is the end of our Chromagy podcast.